Welcome back to another episode of Ali Gamolka Unfiltered. Now, I want you, if you are driving, obviously do not do this, but if you are able to, I want you to close your eyes for a moment. If you are driving, you can just connect to this internally. Do not close your eyes, obviously. Okay, just taking a breath for a moment. Now, I want you to connect to the version of you who is living the life of your dreams. That woman inside you who wakes up every day living a life that turns her on, that has her feeling ignited, alive, on purpose. The woman who has the partner, perhaps, or perhaps she's single, but has the love, the intimacy, the connection with herself first and foremost of her dreams. I mean, this is the kind of intimacy and depth that touches her freaking soul. This shared connection that starts first and foremost with herself. That version of you, how does she feel? How does she feel? How does she move through life? With her head held high, with a bounce in her step. This version of you that is living the job, the business, or the motherhood, whatever it is, what she does every day is exactly what she came here to do in this era of her life. What is she doing? What is the work, the relationship, the intimacy that has her feeling so connected to who she came here to be? What does she look like? Is she vibrant? Is her skin glowing? Is she just bubbly and full of energy while simultaneously being at peace inside? And have a look from this version of you. What are the specific things in your life? What is different to now? Is it perhaps a different job? Is it a business? Is it speaking your truth? Is it the relationship of your dreams? I just want you to tap into what it is in your everyday life. What's different? What do you do? Like, what are you doing to connect to this version of you every day from that place? Are you doing the inner work? Are you taking better care of your body, your mind, your soul, your spirit? What are you doing to tap into your creativity, the divine feminine inside you? What are you doing to tap into your body, your pleasure? What are you doing in your life that is different? Now, just coming back, and when you're feeling ready, opening your eyes again. And I just want you to reflect for a moment how different is that life to what you are living now. Now, I don't mean in terms of, well, I'm not there yet in my business. Because of course, we're humans, we want to continue growing and expanding, right? But I'm talking about how different is it? Do you want, do you dream of being this, I don't know, entrepreneur who speaks her truth and is honoring her visions, but yet your life is taking no steps to that perhaps, and you are stuck in a job that you hate, getting up to every day? Do you envision having the partner of your dreams that you just can't keep your hands off each other? You have the most deep emotional and physical connection, and yet your reality right now is you are settling for perhaps situationships that you know aren't aligned. Just reflecting, no judgment. Is it perhaps that you fuel your body most of the time with nourishing food? Not all the time, not obsessive, but most of the time, and you train or do some form of physical activity regularly in your vision, but now perhaps you've let that, you're not doing that. Again, this is not about judgment. This is about reflection. Where are you settling in your life for what was not ever meant to be yours? And you know this because you have these visions for this higher purpose, this greater love, this divine love, this grand love. And yet you are settling. You have these visions of this abundance, this impact in the world, using your feminine creative power to inspire others. And yet you are settling for a job that sucks the freaking life out of you. Whatever it is, have a look at where you are settling. The woman who gets to have it all, and I mean creating the life that lights her up, is the woman who decides not to settle. It's a choice. It's a choice and a decision. And I made that a long, long time ago. Does that mean I am where I want to be just yet? No. And it's a constant, as I said, growth and evolution. And I always want new goals and visions to work towards. However, I can tell you, I am so madly in love with my life. I wake up, every day just in love with where I am, at this peace in my heart. Again, I am not where I want to be in terms of the 3D physical world just yet, but I am living a life that is constantly evolving and unfolding of my dreams and my visions, because I refused a long time ago. I made the decision to stop settling. To stop settling. It is only me who could do that for me. It is only you who can do that for you. It is only you who can make the decision to stop allowing misalignment in love, intimacy, life, connection, business, whatever it is. You are the one who needs to make the stand for you. You are the one. You are the only one who can make that decision. And when you look at those women who have the life of their dreams, even if it's not what you particularly want, but you can look at them and be inspired and go, fuck, they are just living, breathing embodiments of the version of them that they came here to be, because they decided to stop settling. These are not the women who entertain, bringing it back to love and relationship, who entertain anything less than what they know they want. And when I talk about this, when I say not settling, when I've done videos of this online, I trigger the men. And when I say the men, the unhealed men, the men in their divine masculine can never possibly be triggered by a woman in her power, right? But the unhealed men, I've had many, particularly over recent times, who will think and interpret from their own wounding, right? When I say don't be a woman who settles, they will interpret that to mean that we women want a perfect man, and he has to be 6 foot tall, he has to look like this, he has to be shredded, he has to have XYZ in his bank account. It is not about that at all. It is about the energetic frequency of what you desire. What do you want from your partner? You want, okay, for example, my version of what I want, I want to be. Yes, I want to be madly attracted to him. I want to think he is the most attractive person to me on this planet. I'm not restricting myself, however, to a particular look. But the energetics of I want a deep soul connection on every level, soul, emotional, physical. I want us to grow together. I want him to be a partner who meets me at the level of devotion I already meet myself. Because I'm not expecting someone to give me something that I'm not willing to give myself. You know, I can't expect that devotion from him. Meanwhile, I'm settling for breadcrumbs from my own self. Like, I give myself what I expect from someone else, right? But just giving you an idea, I am not prepared to settle for anything less than that. I am simply not. I am not available for it. And if that means I'm single for another 5-10 years, so be it. Like, I am not prepared to settle. I am not prepared for that space to be taken up by something that is less than what I desire. When it comes to life and business, I feel like this camera once again is sliding down. I forget every time. It's been so long between recordings that I need a new tripod because this one slides down. I forget, and then this happens and it triggers me. But I decided a long time ago that I know what I'm here for. I have known for a long time that I'm here to ignite other women, and that has evolved in different ways over the years as I've grown and expanded. But I knew in some way capacity that I am here to be an igniter, just like women. I've been ignited by other women. That's what I'm here for. And I decided to go all in on that. And, you know, I don't settle. I will never have an employed job again. I do, you know, some additional stuff to supplement my income I have done over the years while I build this, but I will never have an employed job, simply because, not that there's anything wrong with that, but that's not my vision, and that is me settling and taking the easy way, and that's not what I came here for. But I'm just giving you an example of, you've got to decide the gap between you, the life you live now, and the life that you want, the relationship that you want, the love that you want, the connection that you want. That gap, where in that, you know, what am I trying to say? Where are you settling? That gap is what you are settling for. Again, this doesn't mean, like, I can tell you that I'm not settling and I wake up every day madly in love with my life. That doesn't mean that I've ticked off and accomplished everything I want, but my frequency, I'm living that now. And I'm aligned with that. I tune into that. I get my ass up out of bed and have pulled myself up on this to the depth of what I want. And I do my meditation in the morning. I sit my ass down when every part of me wants to scroll on my phone. First thing, I get my butt up. Again, I've had to pull myself up on this in recent times to sit down and tap into that frequency of that version of me so I can live that now. I can feel that alignment now, that peace now, that fire now, because I'm not prepared to settle. You are the only one who can advocate for you and for that highest version of yourself. But every time that you settle, every time you say yes to a situationship or a relationship that you know is not the frequency, the alignment, the feeling, the energetic frequency of what you actually want, you are saying, you are settling, you're telling the universe, oh, well, just give me more of this. Give me more of this half-assed. The woman who refuses to settle is the woman who creates the life of her dreams, who creates the love, who attracts and magnetizes the love of her and intimacy of her dreams. But that's the woman, the version of you who has to decide she is no longer willing to settle for anything less. And I want you to go away from this episode with a little bit of homework. Pull out your journal if you wish and write down okay, let's start with this. Going back to the vision at the beginning, what would be different in my day-to-day life if I was living as the highest version of myself now, if I wasn't settling? and just start writing with no judgment, just a reflection. What would be different? How would I be showing up differently? What would I be doing? Perhaps, let's say you're stuck in a job that sucks the life out of you, and you want to follow your dream of a business or entrepreneurship. It may not be that you quit that job immediately. It may be. For some, it is. I've made very instant decisions, and at other times I know that my nervous system has been, okay, well, we need this to support our bills at the moment, but I'm going to take the energetic step to start actually making my dreams happen, not just be a woman that talks about it. You know, perhaps it's, okay, I'm entertaining this, situationship that I know it's not bringing value to my life because it's not what I actually want. Whatever it is, just start journaling, get it out, and then write down, what are the steps that I am going to take starting right now to become the woman who doesn't settle? What are the next 3 steps that I can do immediately? Perhaps start researching how to, I don't know, whatever it is. Or send that text ending that situationship. Or get yourself off those dating sites perhaps, because you're just diddly-daddling and entertaining things that are a mismatch. And follow through. You need to, I've had to pull myself up in recent times and be disciplined, and there's a big part of me. So freedom is like my number one. And I actually, I don't know anything about priestess numerology, but I found out, I joined this thing that gave me my priestess numerology codes. Again, I'm not even going to explain because I don't understand. It's wrapping my head around. But it was so interesting that one of my greatest soul codes is freedom. And I had to laugh. I was like, oh my God, I have said that for so long that I literally feel like I am caged in if I am doing things that don't have me feeling free, like in the job that I don't want to do or whatever. And so for a long time, I've had this internal battle of discipline being this negative thing that's caging me in. No, what I've come to realize is the discipline of me following the things that give me that freedom. And I have to pull myself up and go, discipline is not a rigid thing. Discipline is not putting myself in a box. I will never, ever do that. Discipline is doing the freaking things that I need to do for myself, that no one else can do, that I need to do to be the woman who doesn't settle, who gets to live the life of her freaking dreams. And that discipline, for me, it'll be different for you, but for me is getting my butt up every single morning and doing the inner work that aligns myself with that version of myself who doesn't settle, with that version of myself who is already living internally that frequency in the quantum field. That version of me who is already living that is my job to get up every day and live and get up from that seat as that version of me who is having the impact, who can come here and inspire and ignite other women, inspire and ignite you. That is the discipline that you need to become that version of you, your highest self, who is living the freaking life of her dreams. And that is your homework, to go away, tap into those couple questions. What are the shifts that you can make starting now? And take those steps for you, for yourself. You are the only one that can do this. Go and live the freaking life that you came here for, and be the woman who does not settle. I love you. Thank you. Have an amazing day, and I will see you next time.